Hey, welcome. And perhaps you can get comfortable. And I should say, my name is Allan Clews. I'm the Toronto hypnotherapist, torontohypnotherapist.com, and I'm with a small group of people right now on a Tuesday evening. And we're going to do a group hypnosis session. Perhaps you can begin by becoming aware of the position of your body in space. Becoming aware of your arms and your legs, your hands and your fingers, your feet and your toes, and just allowing your body to gently begin the process of relaxing, using your breath, using your breathing to help you relax a little more, to move into a quieter, calmer, more comfortable state. And I would like you to become aware of the air as it flows in through your nose to your lungs, tracing this air as it flows in and out, in through your nose, nostril, nasal passage, back of mouth, throat, past your vocal cords, down into your lungs and back out again. And begin to focus on your breath and allowing your breath to deepen and help you begin to relax. And while focusing on the sensation of air as it flows in and out, perhaps you can also become aware of the various muscles involved in breathing. Your diaphragm, your abdominal muscles, the intercostal muscles between your ribs, aware of this movement of these muscles, the sensation of air flowing in and out, and just slowly and gently allow your breathing to deepen, allow your breathing to help you relax a little bit more. And I would like you to just briefly, at your own pace, breathe into the top of your head, and then as you breathe out, send a warm and gentle wave of relaxation all the way down your body to the bottom of your feet. Breathing into the top of your head and then breathing out relaxation all the way down your body to the bottom of your feet. Doing it one more time, breathing into the top of your head and then just relaxing your whole body deeper as you breathe out. And then you might become aware of the muscle in your forehead, that large, wide, flat frontalis muscle, and just allow that muscle to relax. And the way we relax muscles is we do nothing but let go. So moving down into the muscles in your eyebrows, do nothing but let go. And then moving down into your eyes, relax your eyes as deeply as you can. Just allow your eyes to relax deeper and deeper, more and more relaxing your eyes. And then find the nasalis muscle deep in the center of your nose and just do nothing but letting go deep in the center of your nose, relaxing that muscle. And then perhaps you might relax your tiny nostril dilator muscles. And then relaxing the two muscles between the bottom of your nose and your upper lip, especially the second, deeper one that flattens against your teeth as you allow it to relax and let go. And your lips are actually a circular muscle, so relax the top, the sides, the bottom of your lips. Then relax the various muscles underneath your lower lip. Moving down into your chin, relaxing the mentalis muscle, relaxing your chin as deeply as you can. And then move back to your eyes. And this time I would like you to relax your eyes as if they can go 10 times deeper. Perhaps you can find the muscle that's connected to the top of your eye, that flows up over your eye into the eye socket and connects to the bone at the back, and just relax that muscle deeper and deeper. And then find the muscle connected to the bottom of your eye that flows underneath your eye into the eye socket and connects to the bone at the back, and relax that one as deeply as you can. Now these are twin pair of muscles that allow your eyes to look up and down, so relax both of them, the top and bottom muscles, deeper, deeper. And then find the muscles on the right and left sides of your eyes, and just relax those ones as deeply as you can. Relaxing all four muscles, the two pairs, the top and bottom and the right and left sides, deeper and deeper. And then find the eyelid lifter muscle that flows from your eyelid up over your eye, into the eye socket and connects to the bone at the back. And relax that one deeper, deeper. Relax your eyes so deeply that they just do not want to open. Just allow all of the muscles in your eyes to relax deeper and deeper. And maybe even move deep into your eyes and relax all of the cells in your eyes. Deeper, deeper relaxing. And then allow this relaxation to seep down into your cheekbones, relaxing your cheekbones as deeply as you can. And then down into the muscles in your cheeks, down to your jaw, relaxing the various muscles connected to your jaw, even relaxing the masseter muscle, the main muscle involved in chewing, that flows from your temple bone down to your jawbone just in front of your ears. And you might even become aware of the temporal mandible joint, the TMJ, the joint that holds and links and connects your jaw to your skull. Just allow that joint to relax as deeply as you can. And the way we relax it is we just let go of all of the muscles in the face, just allowing your face to relax deeper and deeper, more and more. And then I would like you to use your full sensory imagination and to imagine that you are in the schoolroom of the mind where you learn to relax. Let it be somewhat of an old-fashioned schoolroom with wooden floors, wooden desks, and an old black slate blackboard. Perhaps there's a picture window overlooking a green lawn with trees in the distance. Perhaps there's various artwork on the walls around this classroom. And as I said, I would like you to use your full sensory imagination. So to imagine your body standing there, your feet pressing down against the hard wooden floor, your eyes glancing around the room at the artwork at the desks, at the different colors, perhaps reds and blues, golds, yellows, purples. Perhaps you might even smell the faint trace of art supplies in the room, perhaps the faint trace of glue or paint, sensing your body standing there. Now I would like you to turn towards the blackboard and walk to the blackboard as mindfully as you can, noticing how you land on your heel and push off with the ball and toes, noticing how your legs swivel like pendulums around your hips, aware of the movement in your toe joints, your ankle joints, your knee joints, your hip joints, and come to a stop as you get to the blackboard, sensing your body standing there. And notice that the blackboard is pristine, totally clean. And there's a wooden ledge beneath the blackboard, and on that wooden ledge is a magical piece of golden chalk. Not golden as in the metal gold, but golden as in sunlight and illumination. And I would like you to use your full sensory imagination and imagine reaching out with your arm and picking up this piece of chalk with your fingers, sensing that distinctive touch, that distinctive texture of chalk in your hand. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And as I do so, I would like you to trace these numbers on the board in large numerals, perhaps 2 to 3 feet, maybe 2/3 of a meter, using your full sensory imagination. And here, it's very important to invoke the sense of smell and the sense of hearing. So to actually allow yourself to imagine that you are hearing the sound of chalk dragged along the blackboard, and to imagine that you can smell the faint trace of chalk dust in the air. These two senses, smell and hearing, done in this way, are indicative of a deep trance phenomenon. So sensing your body standing there, sensing your feet pressing down against the ground, sensing that magical piece of chalk in your hand. As I say the number 10, reach your arm up, press the tip of the chalk against the board, drag the chalk along the board, hearing that distinctive sound that chalk makes as you drag it along the board. Become aware of the faint trace of chalk dust in the air, the 10, the number, the color of sunlight, and illumination. And as you finish the 10, look at the 10. Perhaps imagine that the sun is shining through the 1 and the 0 from behind the board. Imagine this number getting lighter and brighter and more luminous. Imagine seeing that luminous, radiant 10. And then trace a 9 on the board, aware of the movement of your wrist, elbow, and shoulder joint, aware of the sound, the smell, aware of the color of sunlight and illumination. Tracing an 8 now, the movement of your arm, the muscles, the bones, the pressure in your hand, the sound, the smell, followed by a 7. Tracing a 6, sensing your feet pressing down against the ground, the movement of your arm. Tracing a 5. Followed by a 4. Tracing a 3, the movement of your hand, the sound, the smell, the color of sunlight and illumination, sensing your feet pressing down against the ground, and tracing a 2. And then finishing with a 1. And then just allow your attention to rest. And so we've done progressive relaxation, relaxing your body deeper and deeper. We've done an imaginal exercise, standing at the blackboard, going deeper and deeper into a hypnotic state. Linguistic patterns and complex phrases can also be used to overwhelm the conscious mind so that it is unable to reject the suggestion, to be more loving, to be more kind towards yourself. So perhaps you can become aware of your face towards that comfortable understanding certain things can change in the most wonderful ways, to just let go even deeper, relaxing all of the muscles in your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, just letting go deeper, deeper, relaxing. Your body can just unwind. In the most wonderful ways you let go even more, just allowing yourself to drift deeper and deeper into that inward state, still aware to a degree of your surroundings, still aware of your body, but moving progressively more inward. Allowing these words can be used in many different ways to let go even deeper as you focus on certain things can change in the most wonderful ways to just relax your whole body, to relax all of the muscles in your body, just unwinds into this deeper state of comfort is so important for your well-being in this nice relaxed state where you can just allow yourself to drift even deeper, drift deeper and deeper. And I remember once in a classroom when I was at university many years ago, I had this small Chinese professor. His name was Dr. Yu. And I remember him one day standing at the front of the classroom, the blackboard behind him, aware of my body sitting in the desk. And he had such a luminous smile on his face. And Dr. Yu said that when he was a small boy in China, he went to visit his grandfather. And his grandfather lived in a rural valley with trees, a place of absolute beauty. And he remembered sitting there, looking at his grandfather, as his grandfather smiled back at him, much in the way Dr. Yu are doing so well, just allowing yourself to drift even deeper, was smiling at us. And Dr. Yu said that his grandfather asked him a question. What is the strongest tree in the forest? And I remember sitting there thinking oak, maple, maybe teak. And Dr. Yu smiled at us, and he said that he thought it was the oak tree. And as he smiled at us, I could imagine his grandfather smiling at him in a similar way, feeling so relaxed, feeling so comfortable, feeling so protected and serene. And he answered, the oak tree. And his grandfather shook his head as Dr. Yu shook his head and smiled at us, perhaps just allowing yourself to imagine what it was like to be there. And his grandfather said, the strongest tree in the forest was the willow tree. And I remember sitting at my desk, scratching my head and thinking, that's a strange answer. And Dr. Yu smiled at us and said his grandfather smiled at him and said, when the storms come, when the winds blow, when the tsunamis and the wind and the typhoons and the terrible things happen, causing those hard trees to snap in the wind, the willow tree merely dances. It bends and sways and moves back and forth. And Dr. Yu said his grandfather said it was a sight to behold, particularly during the rainy season when the typhoons came, just to watch and hear the snapping of the hard wooden trees in the forest, and to watch how the willow tree just danced and moved in the wind. And Dr. Yu said that his grandfather told him, imagine what it is like to be a willow tree. Imagine that you have roots that go deep down into the soil. And as I sat there, I imagined what it would be like to have roots going deep down into the soil, anchoring me so securely to the ground. And then he said, imagine what it would be like to have such a malleable trunk and such movable branches. Imagine what it's like to dance in the fiercest storm, bending this way and that way, just dancing with the wind and the breeze. And Dr. Yu smiled at us in the way I imagine his grandfather smiled at him. And he said, when life becomes like a heavy wind, when life becomes like a typhoon, and the world and the wind and things swirl around you, and people get angry and they yell and they scream. He said, imagine being a willow tree. Imagine being so flexible, so bendable, that whatever they throw at you, you can just dance and move and sway without snapping. He said, this is the secret to living, to just learn to flow with the breeze, to not be rigid, to not hold yourself so straight, but just to allow yourself to bend and twist and sway like the willow tree, firmly rooted into the soil, your roots grounding you, centering you, connecting you with the earth beneath yourself. Imagine being so grounded, so connected with Mother Earth that you can just bend and sway and move and dance in the fiercest winds, in the fiercest arguments, when people are screaming at you. Imagine your roots go down into the earth and keep you so firmly in one place, so firmly grounded. And imagine your trunk and your branches just able to bend and twist, moving this way and that way without snapping. And then Dr. Yu stopped, and he smiled at us, much as I imagine his grandfather smiled at him. And he said, there's something else about the willow tree, which it has in common with all trees. The willow tree has green leaves, and the green leaves, through the process of photosynthesis, actually feed off particles of light. They feed off photons. So imagine what it's like being a willow tree, having your roots anchoring you so firmly to the ground, keeping you so centered in that place, while being able to bend and move with the fiercest winds, never snapping, always swaying, while remaining firmly rooted and grounded in your place, and feeding off sunlight, feeding off the luminosity of the firmaments. Imagine what it is to be a tree, to be connected to the earth, and to feed off the light that comes from the heavens. Imagine what it would be like to be a link between heaven and earth, to feed on the light that comes down from above and to feed on the elements of the soil below, while being able to dance in the fiercest storms. And he taught us such a profound lesson that day, to imagine and use the imaginative faculty of our brain, to imagine during those times of trouble, during those trying times, during those times of deep emotion, when people are yelling, screaming, when there's a lot of anger going on, rather than being rigid and hard, to just allow yourself to flow and dance feeling so rooted, feeling so connected with the earth beneath you, your trunk and branches so malleable, so bendable that they can sway and move and turn, while having leaves that connect you with the heavens, that feed on the light that comes from above. So just imagine the next time someone yells at you, being like a willow tree. As a matter of fact, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1, and I would like you to relax even deeper. 10, just letting go a little more. 9, relaxing your body even deeper. 8, perhaps recalling what it was like to be on an elevator or an escalator going down. 7, that feeling of sinking deeper and deeper. 6, just relaxing your whole body. 5, relaxing more and more. 4, relaxing your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your chin, your face towards that comfortable, letting go even deeper. 3, just relaxing deeper and deeper. 2, 1. And perhaps you can recall some moment, perhaps in the last 3 or 4 months, where it was like you were in a storm. Perhaps people were yelling at you, or perhaps something was happening that was just like strong winds in a storm. And go back and try to recall that moment as fully as you can. But this time, imagine that in that scene, you are like a willow tree, that you feel your roots go deep down into the earth, grounding you, centering you, keeping you stable, while your trunk and branches can sway in the storm, perhaps someone yelling or screaming, perhaps in a situation where people were really angry or impatient. And reimagine that situation as if you were a willow tree. How you could bend and move and dance and sway, and how you feel so grounded, so connected, and possibly even be aware of feeding on the firmament, the light that comes down from the heavens. And then just allow yourself to relax a little bit more, relaxing all of the muscles in your face towards a comfortable, letting go of the muscles in your hands and fingers can easily release their grip, and relaxing your cheeks and your chin, and relaxing your cheekbones, and your eyes can just relax deeper and deeper. And perhaps imagine sometime in the future, some situation where you may find yourself in such an emotional storm, perhaps an argument with a partner, or an argument at work, or a boss yelling at you, or if you're a student, perhaps the end of term stress, and just feeling all those forces as if they were the wind, just blowing furiously. And imagine yourself in that situation as a willow tree. Imagine feeling so rooted, so centered, so grounded, having roots that go deep down into the soil. Imagine being able to effortlessly move and sway and dance with the storm, just allowing your limbs, your trunk, your leaves to dance and move, and just putting up with that storm, not being broken by it, feeling that grounded connection with the earth, feeling the luminosity that comes from the heavenly realm flowing down into you. And use this metaphor, use this exercise. The next time you find yourself in a situation where emotions rise and anger arises and voices become harsh and nasty, imagine that you are a willow tree. And I remember Dr. Yu telling us that, and us sitting there in the classroom and thinking, wow, this is something else. And when Dr. Yu can easily just allow your subconscious mind to bring this up to you the next time that you need it. Now slowly begin the process of allowing yourself to return to normal waking awareness. Perhaps as you do so, imagine feeling so grounded, so connected to the earth beneath you, aware that the earth has always supported you, always been there beneath you, feeling that connection with the earth and the ground beneath you. Perhaps even imagining what it might be like to have roots that go down into the earth, being able to bend and move and flow and sway with whatever comes your way. So begin the process now of returning to normal waking awareness, feeling grounded, feeling flexible, able to move and twist, slowly allowing yourself to begin returning to normal waking awareness. And I'm going to count from 1 up to 5. And as I do so, just return more and more. 1, coming back to the present moment. 2, perhaps even beginning to move your fingers and toes ever so slightly. 3, just beginning to slightly stretch your body. Allow your eyes to begin fluttering. 4, allow your eyes to begin fluttering open. Coming back, feeling so grounded, feeling so flexible. 5, returning to normal waking awareness. Returning to normal waking awareness.